Hey, what's going on, guys? aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my F1 2018 Alfa Romeo Fantasy Career Mode here, Motorsport Manager, for round number 14, the penultimate round of this Season 3 at the Brazilian Grand Prix, Rio de Janeiro. If you did miss the last one, the USA Grand Prix, absolutely fantastic episode. I really recommend you go check that one out. Really great one. To be fair, a lot of this season has been really great. I've really thoroughly enjoyed Season 3. It started off, with that dire situation where my game crashed, and I was thinking I would have to even scrap this entire series with Alfa Romeo, and we saved it, and this entire season's been very enjoyable. So many ups and downs, but a lot of ups, and it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, that last episode was really good, and going to Brazil, looking forward to this one, but we continue on. There's not actually too much admin work to do. We know what we're doing with Leclerc for now, just waiting till the end of the season, then we'll see how it goes. Pit crew wise, I think a few of them might be a little fatigued. I mean, not too bad, 3.4%, 3.6. I think I can get away with leaving that percentage, and actually this guy is already well rested, so I can swap him back in. So actually, if we just swap this dude in with this one, 3.4 to 1.5, so that's going to be good. And then, well, these guys still need to rest a little bit, so we'll leave them to rest, but that's not too bad. There wasn't a mistake in the pit stop last race, so that was good as well. And generally, I don't want to spend too much more money on the pit crew. I'd rather just wait around, and really the only thing we're going to do in terms of admin is just wait for this slot 3 for these sponsors to renew. There's one race left, so after this Brazil race, these will hopefully refresh with some better offers, because these aren't exactly amazing. The only one I'd kind of maybe half consider is Rexona, but even that is not too much money in the bank for us. And obviously we need as much as we can in this pot to go up and up and up for next year's car, because it's going to be very important to purchase the best parts we can at the very start of the season. But got an interview with Sky anyway. Natalie Pinkham, except interview Charles Leclerc, claimed that your brakes seem to be holding the team back. I would say need to invest more into HQ. That'll be the answer. That just pisses off the chairman, but the chairman's going to be pretty happy after we do, hopefully, okay at the Brazilian Grand Prix. But there you go. Hard-fought win then for Rosberg in Phoenix. What a race that was. A little bit lucky, obviously, with the double safety car. No pit stop, effectively, with Rosberg. But you've got to have a bit of rub of the green sometimes in Formula 1 to win these things. And now we've got 2 wins on the board as Alfa Romeo. But as I said, pretty much that is it. Car repair. But I don't think we've got much else to do. I mean, the car's being worked on. We're trying to just eke out any bit of performance we can, but I'm not spending money on the car because there's no point in terms of right now in the championship. We're going to be second place, I think. And in terms of building a new part to expand it for next year's car, we don't have enough time for that. So just saving our money and just trying to get as much green stuff as we can for next year's car. So we're going to swiftly move on then through the weeks and pretty much on to practice. I think our upcoming race report, 35% chance of rain, so we'll see about that. Brazil's always been a really fun one because it's high tire wear-ish, but all the AI seem to do usually quite an aggressive strategy, apart from like sometimes you have like a Force India trying like a one-stop here, but if we can make an upgrade to the forecasting center. Not right now, I'm not going to lie, because that's going to cost a lot. Forecast center, how much does that cost? 7 million. No thanks, not at the moment. I'm happy where we are. But yeah, it's usually always been a fun one. This career mode with Alfa Romeo, all the races have been pretty damn entertaining. And also I remember back to the Archer career mode days, Brazil was always a fun one, just for the tire wear, and also the track just invites a more aggressive attacking style of racing, really. So here we go then to practice. Pre-gossip done, and obviously we're going to choose Adidas, the bigger bonus payout there for 7th or above. Tire wear's medium. We're going to go for an even spread because I don't really know what we're going to do here. So I'm going to go for 6 ultra softs. I'll go for 3 supers. Actually, no, we'll go 4 and 5. Yeah, that's fine. So it gives us enough to do in practice and also use in the race. But I don't actually know what we're going to do this time around, because our car for the first time now seems to really respond to an aggressive strategy, whereas previous first 2 seasons we've always just gone for the kind of least stops possible. This season, though, you saw it in Phoenix, we're able to use the medium tire, the middle tire for the first time, really, to good effect. So I'm going to keep that open there. Part fitting wise, going to keep that the same. Leclerc, slightly worse car than Rosberg, but not by much. And again, it's the 3rd test for Leclerc. So far, I would say he's done well. 2 out of 2 races, he's really done the job. But we're just going to continue on to see how he does. And obviously, the situation, like I said last episode, quite a lot with salary-wise. We're just going to wait till the end of the season before we do anything. So let's go into practice. So we're going to pop Leclerc and Rosberg in the car. I thought, you know, we'll give Leclerc the chance to also do practice this time around. We did Carlos Sainz last time. That worked well. But I think, you know, in theory, the only way Leclerc can maybe get better at feedback is if he keeps giving it. So I want to see how he does in this session and stacks up with Rosberg and see if we can also get that, you know, the quadruple purple even with Leclerc's poorer feedback form. So actually send out for 4 laps. Tyre choice on the Ultra Softs this time. Just swap that around. Do the more aggressive tyre first. On the race trim, 4 laps. That's fine. Send that out. All good. And hopefully this first guess on the setup can be decent enough, but it doesn't look like there'll be any rain in any of these sessions at all, at least for now. So I think it's going to be a dry one, but at the moment, Rosberg side by side Red Bull. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come, maybe, that we can fight the top guys. But remember to bring these guys in as we go around. Where on earth is Leclerc? There we go, through the final bend. Here we go. Let's see what this setup is like. Ooh, pretty damn decent. 2 greats and 1 excellent. Let's see the percentage on that. It's going to be 97. I'm actually really happy with that, so you can just keep on doing the race trim then, mate. So let's do the race trim on... actually, wait, I don't know. One set. I'm going to quickly check back at Season 2 and see what our strategy was. I want to quickly see maybe if the Super Softs would be a better way to go. Okay, intriguing, because we could do a very easy one-stop. It is very possible. We did that last year. The soft tires can go that long, you know, 19 laps, and then you go 10, and it's like a 32-lap race, I think. So that a one-stop is very possible, but you can do a 2-stop with 2 sets of Ultras, or even 3 sets of Ultras, not even use Super Softs. You just go Ultras the entire race, because there's no rule I have to use 2 different compounds in this formula, so I could go for that strategy. So we could do that. In the practice session, I think I'll just get some knowledge on the Super Softs as well, just in case I need to go to that tyre. But we could very well much just do a 2-stop with 3 sets of Ultras and just do that. The only thing would be, it does mean that we're very, very close on the amount of Ultras we actually have available for this entire weekend. But for now, I'll do a race trim on Super Softs. That'll be kind of our hardest compound tyre. But you know what? In the end, we might just, you know, stick with the Ultra Softs the entire race weekend, maybe, for quali and the race. But first of all, I need to get the knowledge up for Rosberg, 91. So the setup's not quite there. So I need to work on the speed balance a little bit. Let's try that out for size. I'm going to do a race trim on Ultra Softs, and we'll go out there. Let's see how that works out for him. And I'll bring him back in, but Leclerc I'll just let run through. But actually, surprisingly, Leclerc is the one that has his car set up first compared to Nico Rosberg. So the feedback, might not be that might not mean too much really in reality. On paper, it looks like it might do, but in reality, maybe not. So Rosberg went the wrong way then on the gear ratio, so you need to go the other way, which is surprising because Leclerc's gone the opposite. He's gone for a shorter gearbox, whereas Rosberg wants a longer one. Either way, though, in the other case, we're fine on that. Just need to fine-tune that a little bit. Right, bringing Rosberg in, and it should be hopefully good now. Yeah, there we go. 1 excellent and 2 great. So now I can just send him out on a long race stint. 8 laps should do it on Super Softs, 96% decent. And now we just watch them get knowledge up for the race trim and Super Softs. And then we will do the qualifying trim and Ultra Softs. Don't think there's any rain. I mean, I didn't remember to look at the forecast, but on this radar at least for halfway through the session with our new forecast center we had a few episodes ago, doesn't look like it's going to be as bone dry as ever. So as dry as Gandhi's flip-flop, as they say. So we're all good. So we're getting up to level 2 already on the race trim and nearly level 2 on the Super Soft. Right, got the race trim there. I'm going to bring Rosberg in. And I'm going to get him going on the qualifying and the Ultra Soft tyres. I'll let Leclerc finish his little stint there. Qualifying trim, 3 laps. That 1 Ultra Soft tyre, because we need 3 for the race and 2 for quali, at least minimum. If we are indeed going to go through this uber aggressive strategy. Meanwhile, Leclerc still pounds round at a slower rate, but he will eventually, I think, maybe get level 3 in the Super Softs. Rosberg already level 1 on the Ultras and getting towards level 1 on the... I think I need to switch Leclerc over now. So 7 minutes to go. It's actually going to be close. Maybe we can get all 4 levels here. I don't think we can. So actually, Leclerc's feedback will come in a bit of a hit and miss here. 3 laps. Ultras, join Rosberg there, please, son. Get going. Right, let's go. Power drive that to level 1 on quali. It'll be close. I think we'll just about maybe get level 3 on qualifying trim, but definitely missing Carlos Sainz a little bit there, but not too much. Right, 2 minutes to go. We're getting to level 2, so I don't think we'll actually get level 3. For the first time in a while, I don't think we'll get level 3 on the qualifying trim. We'll get level 3 on the ultra soft tyres, so the actual tyre will have the knowledge. So that'll be good for both quali and the race. I think we maybe wasted a little bit of time on the super soft tyres, and in hindsight, just wasted way too much time on Rosberg's setup. If that had got done a lot faster, we wouldn't be in this situation, because, yeah, we're coming through to the end of the session, and I don't think we'll get level 3 on the quali trim. It'll be very close indeed as they finish their lap here, and it's not going to be level 3, I don't think. Nope, not level 3. So for the first time in pretty much this season, I think, we do not have a level 3 on the qualifying trim. Shock, horror, gasp. That was definitely the issue with Rosberg's setup. I think if Rosberg didn't have to come in 5 times, I think we would have had that. But anyway, 7th or above. Hopefully we can still achieve that with level 3 on the ultras and level 2 on the qualifying trim. All sunny. So going to go for ultra and super soft. Oh, no, not ultra and ultra and quali. Sorry, not ultra and super soft. Quali and ultra soft. Right, car setup's fine. Start quali. Take quali, and for, unlike USA, I'm going to send them out a little bit earlier and remember to put them on auto, unlike last time. So wait a little bit for track grip to go up. There's going to be no rain this session, so just wait for a bit of a gap. I'm going to send out Rosberg now on one set of ultras. Let's use this set, please. We'll leave the top row for later. We'll auto there. And then Leclerc, wait for a little bit of a gap. I think now will be the time. Send him out on that set of ultra. Send out, go on auto there. And I think, yeah, decent amount of space, I would say, there for Leclerc. For Rosberg, okay, 1 car ahead, but that's not too much of an issue. That's a Ferrari car. So I'd like to think that Ferrari could be faster than us to actually hurry along and not hold us up. So let's, fingers crossed, hope that's the case. So we go through onto our quali lap. Perfect and overheated there for Rosberg. Good and overheated for Leclerc. Rosberg not getting held up here, so that's good. So let's see how their lap times fares. We speed through quali here. We do start to close up on the Ferrari a little bit. Green, and across the line it is P2. Ooh, 6 thousandths behind Hamilton. Great job there by Nico on his flying lap there. Purple in the second sector for Leclerc. Across the line, what's it going to be? Oh, 5 tenths off. That's very strange there. Leclerc lost a lot of time in the last sector. I think he overtook this Haas car or Toyota. I can't tell which car it is, but I think he overtook that Toyota because he was behind the Toyota. Because he went purple in the second sector, so that's really a shame. I think Leclerc maybe has the potential to get the first row and even maybe try and go for pole there because he got purple in the second sector. So let's wait and see. So Rosberg's going to come back in. I'm going to send him out first again and send Leclerc out second again to get the higher track grip because I think Leclerc might have the potential for a pole lap here. But let's see. I mean, Rosberg might have it in him as well. He's only 6 thousandths off, so let's see how things evolve as people come in. We're going to wait a little bit. Going to wait till the death, pretty much. Oh, it's getting a little bit darker, though. The clouds are coming over, so the track grip might go down a tad. There's a lot of free air here, so I'm going to send Rosberg out now on this set of ultras right there. Send out. That's all good on auto. And now I'm going to wait for a bit of quiet. Where can we feed out Leclerc? We've got a lot of time. 1 minute 20 to go on the lap. And I think there's going to be some space once this car comes through. Now, let's send him out. Right, ultra's there. Send out. Yeah, that car goes past. And there we go. Nice bit of clean air there for Leclerc. Hopefully he doesn't get held up on his out lap or on his actual flying lap. Perfect overheated for Rosberg. So again, same preparation there for Nico. 6 thousandths to find and pole position is his. For Leclerc, he needs to find 5 tenths, but I think he lost that in Sector 3, overtaking a Toyota car on his last flying lap. So let's see. Let's stick with the youngster, the 20-year-old Monegascan, and let's see how it goes then for him. Rosberg green in 1 and 2, so he could be on for pole. Let's quickly jump to him. He goes across the line potentially for what could be pole position. It's not, because Hamilton improves even more than he did. So it's not pole position. Rosberg and Hamilton improve. Hamilton went purple in the first sector. Ricciardo purple in the second. Leclerc, he's gone green in the first, but Hamilton smashes through to extend his advantage by 1.5 tenths there. Leclerc, 5 tenths down. White in the second sector. Gets held up around the outside by McLaren there. So it won't be an improvement there. White in the second. And he'll have to settle for 5th place behind Sebastian Vettel. But Rosberg P2 front row start. Leclerc not outside the top 10, you know, not one of them outside the top 7, unlike the USA Grand Prix. So I'd still say pretty successful, but you can see there, that's what I mean by last episode when I said, you know, Rosberg, it's still good to have him in the team because, you know, on paper, he's just got the raw talent to bring it through, no matter what the luck and the circumstances. Front row, good stuff. Looking forward to the race, though. I think Leclerc can still do some good stuff there if he gets a good getaway on lap 1. Alright, so here we are for the race then. It's looking all pretty dry, at least halfway through the race, and I think the forecast before the weekend was all dry anyway, so that's all fine. So in terms of the setup here, I think we're probably going to go for this aggressive ultra soft strategy, you know? 3 sets of ultras, 2 stops, may as well, because there is no, I don't see there any point really going on to the slower tyre. There may be a case for Leclerc to use the super softs if he can't handle 3 sets of ultras, because obviously, like we said last episode as well, at Phoenix, you know, naturally Leclerc hasn't quite grasped the tyre wear saving nature that Sainz and Rosberg have shown, you know, just on paper. Every time Rosberg and Sainz have 1 more lap estimated on their tyres. That's not to say he can't do it, so, you know, he might be able to do, but, yeah, I think that's what we're going to go for. So that will allow us to use Knowledge, Ultra Soft 3 level, and Race Trim 3 level, so level 3 on both Accords. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to go for. So, going to go for Pushing and Overtake modes. 2nd place and 5th, we have a very good chance to take the lead of the Grand Prix, perhaps on lap 1. And then control it from there. With Leclerc, good chance to also get up into the top 3, hopefully, just like Phoenix, essentially. If not, then we'll see how it goes. Hopefully our strategy can play into that, the more aggressive one, but either way, should be a fun one. Like I mentioned earlier, Brazil's always a pretty fun one to do. So, yeah, I mean, form-wise, Hamilton's in good form, but Ricciardo, Vettel, and Paffett all looking rather shaky. So, let's see. Gasly did pretty well there in qualifying. The Toro Rossos have been doing decent as of late. I'm just trying to look for any kind of odds out. There's 2 drivers who have got injuries. Gary Paffett and Ocon with injuries. And Kobayashi. Jesus, a lot of injuries in this grid at the moment. I only just realised that. But anyway, let's get into this then. So we're going to go to 5 red lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Rosberg in 2nd, Leclerc in 5th. Let's focus on Rosberg. The lights are out, and oh my god, that is a shocking start there for Nico Rosberg. Great one for Leclerc, and Leclerc down the inside. Oh, the Red Bull of Verstappen and Ricciardo there, off wide into turn 2, and so he's way down the order. Ricciardo down to P13, disaster for the Australian there. Leclerc up into P2, the junior making a great start there. Hamilton dominating already with 2 seconds on Leclerc, but the youngster from P5 to P2, Rosberg down to P6, really bad first lap for him. He's definitely been spooked a little bit after that really poor start, and then he had to also brake a little bit, it looked like, to try and give Ricciardo the room as he went off wide, and so he's down to P5 now. He's re-overtaken Brendan Hartley, who's made another stonking start, so Hartley really doing a good job to advertise himself for any opportunities for next season, maybe. But, yeah, Leclerc, 2nd place, getting away from Verstappen somewhat. 2.6 the gap, I think it looks like, to Hamilton. And then 2-3 seconds back to Verstappen. Rosberg now, let's see, he's staying within a grasp of Paffett. Paffett at the moment right up Verstappen's chuff. Surprise, Vettel down to P9. And Paffett's the one pressurising for P4, because Vettel would qualify P4 and Paffett was lower down. So a lot of switching actually at the beginning of this Grand Prix, but now it's just occurred to me, now we should probably move it on to some lesser pushing strategies. But so far, actually, we're already nearly onto the end of lap 2, and you can see why Brazil's usually quite a lot of fun, because the tyre wear and fuel is not too much, you know. We've been burning on overtake mode, and it's really not been that bad. And also, we've been pushing, and the tyre temps aren't even that bad. So we're going to go neutral now with Leclerc. I'll continue pushing with Rosberg for a little bit, and go overtake mode for Rosberg for a little bit, because I need to try and catch up to Paffett. Here we go. Catch Paffett onto Wares. Come on. Can we make an overtake into turn 1, please, Rosberg? Come on. Gaining on the left-hand side, on the outside of turn 1 to the inside of turn 2. Lovely overtake there in the makeshift fake Center S of Brazil here in the Motorsport Manager game. We're up into P4. Fantastic stuff there. Going neutral on high there with with Rosberg now. Going to go neutral and going to go medium neutral for Leclerc because we've got a big gap to Verstappen. We're not going to catch Hamilton probably at the very start. 3.6 the gap, so just going to keep it calm and try and save some fuel and save the tyre where we can and just keep ahead of Verstappen, keep the gap. Meanwhile, with Rosberg trying to push away from Paffett, who's doing a very good job actually. You know, Paffett's been very, very poor this entire season compared to Sebastian Vettel. This race, he's doing okay, but yeah, at the moment stuck in a bit of a sandwich now behind Verstappen. 2.5 tenths gained on the last lap, nearly 4 tenths gained now on the last lap, so that's good. We're closing up a little bit. We definitely are closing to turn 1 and turn 2. Seems to be a very strong place for our car. We're going to go conserve now for these guys, a little bit of conservative. We're closing up a little bit. I really fancy pushing Rosberg more, but we can't really afford to burn any more fuel, so I'm going to have to go neutral now on that, so that's a little bit unfortunate. And Leclerc is losing more time to Hamilton, 4.7. So, unfortunately, I think that might be the win out the window, unless we can get a good safety car, maybe. And I don't know if Hamilton goes on softs or super softs and just has general slow pace. But apart from that, I think maybe we need to just settle down for second maximum. But obviously, if we can get the 2-3, that'd be ideal. So really now, I'm going to focus on Rosberg here. The gap is pretty much still the same, stalemate between Rosberg and Verstappen, and now Paffett has shown his true colours. He's fallen away, followed by Sergio Perez and Ocon, who are not too close together, actually. Ocon a little bit far away. Ocon injured, obviously. Then Vettel, Bottas, surprising to see them that far down the order. Hartley, after such a great getaway, he's on soft tyres, so obviously he would fall back. And Ricciardo, after that wide turn 2, really poor, down to P14. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. I mean, he's a great driver in this game, so I don't know. I don't really know. He's been having a few fluffs lately. But Leclerc doing a really good job. 2 tenths faster than his previous lap, and we're not going, you know, uber fast. I'm not letting him push on fuel, so that's pretty good pace. Not against Hamilton, though. 6 seconds. Just shows the OP-ness and the OP nature of Hamilton. 6.2 now as I talk, but he's at least staying ahead of Verstappen pretty comfortably. Speaking about the Dutchman, he's pulling away from Rosberg. Not great, not great. And Rosberg's now really dipping into that higher tyre wear now, so I need to conserve that tyre and bring that back into a working range. So I'm going to go high and I'm going to go back up for a little bit, try and bring that tyre temp down. This is unfortunate and surprising, actually. I'm very surprised Rosberg's the one that's struggling with tyre temps and general pace in this Grand Prix. Leclerc doing a great job 3rd time round now, since making the step up to the first team to replace Sainz. You know, maybe temporarily, maybe permanently. Doing a good job, showing up Rosberg for now. I did some overtake mode and back up, and we got the tyre temps back down to a decent working range, and we are gaining on Verstappen again. Verstappen is now starting to gain on Leclerc, as I've conserved, to be fair, so now we can go up to high probably. You know what, let's kick it up to high gear. Let's go overtake mode for a little bit there on this lap and see what Leclerc can pull out the bag on the first sector. Ooh, crash there. Esteban Ocon, safety car. Oh, wonderful. Okay, maybe a free pit stop available for Hamilton as well, unfortunately. So he's going to pit. Everyone's going to go low, so let's go low, low. May as well, because it's obviously yellow flags. We're going to pit both these guys. We're going to double stack, but it's going to be worth it. We're on lap 8, a little bit earlier than I wanted to maybe come in, but there's going to be 2 laps of safety car as well, so may as well do it. So fast pit stop there, come in. Rosberg come in as well. Ultra soft, pit in. There we go. Right. Oh, actually, do you know what? I don't know. If there's a safety car now and we get a free pit stop, there's an argument that we might want to go onto the soft tyres or something like that and bring it to the end, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what these guys do. Paffett's on super softs, Perez super softs, Kobayashi on softs. What's Hamilton up to? I reckon I could see what tyre Hamilton goes onto before I come in. So let's see. At the moment, I've got both my drivers coming in for ultras. But let's see what Hamilton comes on to. Is there any way I can see what he's going to do? Where's Leclerc? Where's Leclerc? Right, he's there. It's going to be close. Right, what's Hamilton on to? Okay, Leclerc's in. We're committing to covering off Hamilton, maybe, if he's on ultras. Rosberg, I could still change my mind here. But Hamilton is on to a set of worn soft tyres. The fuck? Okay, I'm pretty happy with Leclerc then, going on to ultras. Do I change it up with Rosberg? No. No, I said I was going to commit to the aggressive. I'll stick with that. So I just need to hopefully have this be a good double stack. If Leclerc can come in, please. Yes, great pit stop there. No time's going to be lost there for Rosberg. Great double stack under the safety car. Do you want to pit now? No, Leclerc, we just pit. What are you talking about, Charles? You're losing your mind, mate. Right, P4 and P2 still. Hamilton on worn softs. Verstappen on softs. So he's going to end the Grand Prix. So Rosberg, mate, you got some overtaking to do because you've got to overtake Verstappen. And you and Leclerc both got to build a gap to Verstappen because we're going to lose a pit stop then versus them because I would assume he's going to the end. Hamilton, though, he's not going to the end. I doubt he can. If he does, I'll be very impressed. And that will just prove he's super OP. So this could be Verstappen's race, potentially. You know, his teammate also dropped out. This could all fall into Verstappen's play. But let's see how things shape up. We've got 1 lap left on the safety car. So we'll go around, chill out for a bit. But like we did at Phoenix, try and time it perfectly and go on the offensive. And especially with Leclerc and Rosberg trying to both attack 2 sets of soft runners. Pretty crucial that they attack and overtake. So let's try and time this right. So we'll go a little bit slow as we go through to the last few bends. Let's slow this down, and I want to get this perfectly timed here. So let's go play now. Right, gonna just sit here a little bit, guys. So a little bit of quiet, maybe, as I just wait for the perfect time to pause this. And we go on pushing. Right, wait for it. Wait for it. Need to wait. There we go. My trigger finger needs to be on point there. Right, attack, 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 overtake. Right, are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Please. Please let this be a good attack. You know what? I care more about Rosberg getting past Verstappen, in all honesty, because that's a bigger fight here, because Leclerc getting past Hamilton would be quite a miracle, but this is the more realistic fight. So, are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Let's do this thing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Come on. Yes. Gain. Down the inside. Lovely. Around the outside of the center S. And we are up into P3 with Rosberg there. Great stuff. Leclerc fighting down the inside maybe of Hamilton. It's close. Oh, Leclerc nearly down the inside. Nearly down the inside. Oh, does he have another chance? Does he have another chance? Maybe down the inside. Yes. Come on, Leclerc. Come on. Come on, son. Come on. Yes, son. Down the inside. Push him out. Squeeze him out. Come on. No, he's lost time. Rosberg's there. Right, Leclerc, you had your chance. Let Rosberg through. Let Rosberg through. Let Rosberg through. You had your chance there. You just had your chance. Let Rosberg have a go now. Let Rosberg have a go. Race. Be a backup gunner now. Rosberg, let's go attack Hamilton now. Okay, I'm sorry, Leclerc. You had one chance. You did pretty damn good. But now it's time for the big boy to have a go. I remember a comment, I think 2 episodes ago, one of you guys was saying I should have let Rosberg through at Japan to attack because he had a better opportunity. You might be right. So let's see what Rosberg can do. To be fair to Leclerc, he's keeping up with his teammates. So I told him to let Rosberg through. But, you know, he's holding his own at the moment in P3 at least. But here now, if Rosberg can close up, he might have a much better chance to overtake Hamilton now. Close, close. Down the inside now where Leclerc tried it. Can Rosberg do it? No, not quite. Not quite, not quite. Right, let's see how this pans out. Here we go. Okay, closing up. Leclerc and Rosberg. Yes, down the inside. There we go. Bang, boom. Up into first place. Love your work, Rosberg. Lovely, up into first place. Right, that pretty much proves and backs up my decision to put Rosberg there in that situation. Now he can go neutral, neutral. We'll go high a little bit at the moment. Leclerc's still pushing on. And he's passed. Great stuff. Great stuff. Right, you know what? If Leclerc can push away from Hamilton, he's got more fuel than Rosberg to burn. So, if he can just push away from Hamilton, I have no qualms. I'm going to go conservative for both of them. I have no qualms of letting Leclerc back through into first place if he can catch up to Rosberg. If he can catch up. But at the moment, though, he's under pressure from Hamilton. At the moment, we don't have the tyre away for it. He does push away, though, now with the overtake modes. Gets away a little bit. Yeah, all right, decent stuff. Okay, he gets away. If he can catch up to Rosberg within, I'm going to say 2/10 or 1/10, I will let him back through. For sure, 100%. It's only fair to do that. But that is if he can do it. At the moment, he's just keeping Hamilton honest. So honestly, he'll be a bit of a backup gunner if he can kind of keep Hamilton at bay. And also Verstappen, look at that. He's been overtaken by Bottas. So I think we chose wisely going on ultra soft tyres, to be honest. Right, we can go neutral again with Rosberg. We're saving fuel with Rosberg as well. That's good. We'll go high mode with Leclerc and go neutral here. Overtake mode, though. Push away from Hamilton a little bit. All right, there we go. Right, now let's go high. And now let's go... Ooh, Hamilton's still burning fuel. Okay, now he's not. Right, now he's not. So let's go medium. Right. Go conserve, go conserve. Protect those tyres, especially for Leclerc's sake. He needs to protect those tyres, but Leclerc is 1.3 behind Rosberg, so he was actually closer beforehand. He was 1 second before, so only 1.4. So Rosberg's getting away from Leclerc, even though visually it looks like he's getting closer. Hamilton's keeping at bay, but he's going to have to pit in soon, along with us. So I don't know what... Again, remember... I can't remember what episode it was. Vettel pit onto worn softs, like, I think 2-3 episodes ago? Very odd, very odd. I don't know why Hamilton... I don't know why the AI don't choose enough tyres if they want to go into softs. But I guess maybe it was a decision due to the safety car. But that's kind of a wrong calculation then by the AI. Leclerc, though, is a little bit under pressure now. Going to go overtake mode, try and push away from Hamilton. Hamilton's saving fuel and he's catching us. That is crazy. He's right up our gearbox and he's saving fuel. That's just stupid. Right, pushing away. Need to keep ahead just for sake of track position. Right, sit rep on lap 18. Leclerc goes 1 second faster on that last lap of the Grand Prix. Gave him a bit of high fuel mixture. He's still on conserve though, because I want to protect those tyres. Same with Rosberg, really. I'm going back and forth between neutral and conserve. Just need to get this and stretch this to lap 21, at least for Rosberg. Lap 22 for Leclerc, probably. Which will be an ask for sure. I think Leclerc will be very close at the end of this Grand Prix. But I'm just baffled by Hamilton's strategy. Like, whether he's pushing or saving fuel or not saving fuel. He's just got the same goddamn pace. And here you can see he's attacking us now. Let's go neutral and high. Push away from him a little bit. Form 4.7 for Leclerc. Just goes down a little bit as he makes a mistake. But he's now pushing away on that main straight. But, yeah, Hamilton, relentless pace at the moment. Is he going to come in sooner or later? 14 laps remaining. We need to go 3 more laps at least to make this work. Because we're really stretching these ultras, really. So let's go conserve now. High. Go medium. Okay, we're getting worn. 25%, 24% for Rosberg. That's fine. That's chill. He's got a lot of fuel in the tank, Rosberg, to push away. So I hope his lead is going to be fine. It's really just Leclerc that I'm worried about. Or I hope that he's the only one I'm worrying about. I hope Rosberg has this in the bag, but you never know with this game sometimes, and you never know with Hamilton's pace. But I would say probably... Yeah, tyre wear's quite high. I would say on the next lap, I'm probably going to pit with Leclerc. So I'm going to go overtake modes. I'm going to keep on conserve. We're going to go into a bit of an unknown now with Leclerc, and we're going to start pushing in for our in-lap. Rosberg will continue on for a little bit. We'll go high as well for him. Both these guys now. Oh, no. Hamilton's got that. Hamilton's got that. Right. Leclerc, go overtake mode there. Okay. I think we need to come in with Hamilton. Hamilton's really pushing it now. Right, Hamilton's really going for it. He's going for it. He's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, no. Hamilton, look at this. Look at the OP nature from bloody Hamilton. Crazy stuff. Bottas as well. What the hell? Oh, my God. The Mercs. Yeah, what the hell? It's a 1-2 now, just like that. That is just unfair. That's just unfair. Right, fast pit strategy. Rosberg's going to come in. We're going to have to pit in with Leclerc as well. This is just unfair. This is unfair. Pit crew. Do you see that? In a split second, out of nowhere. What the fudge? Both Mercs just turn up the... These guys are conserving their tyres, and they bump it up to high mixture for half a lap, and they overtake us. What the... Oh, my God. Okay, these are the times where I hate this game. The AI can just switch it on like that, and it's just ridiculous pace. That's just so crazy. Right, double stack. Really not what I wanted, but gonna need to happen. Right. Push on Rosberg. Mistake on the pit stop with Leclerc. For fuck's sake. Right. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. Really, really annoying that. Really annoying. Really annoying. We might have just been thrusted out the podium here. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Rosberg P8. He'll be back into P6. Hamilton sets fast up the Grand Prix on Super Softs. Gasly will be there for the taking, so we'll be up into P4. I'm hoping Vettel and Verstappen have to pit, so we'll get back into P2. Bottas is ahead of us, and he's way ahead of Leclerc. Leclerc lost even more time than Rosberg did. I thought Rosberg got absolutely messed over. Leclerc lost so much time. He doesn't have the tyre wear for this. The early pit stop from the safety car just did not play into our hands. It looked like it did. It played into Merck's hands so much. I still can't believe that. That's crazy. Half a lap to go before our pit stop. And we're doing fine. I just bumped up to overtake mode for both cars. And then Hamilton and Hamilton and Bottas bumped their cars up, not even to overtake mode, bumping up to high. They were still conserving their tyres. And they gained like 2 seconds. Ridiculous. Ridiculous pace from Merck. Right, Leclerc's going to catch up to Paffett, hopefully. Doesn't look pretty good, though. He's only going to get P7, I would say. P6, because Ricciardo and Bottas will be probably good for P6 and P5. So, maximum will be P7 for Leclerc today. And Rosberg, maximum for him, looks to be P2. And that's if we can hold on, because Bottas is just down the road. And he's on super softs that can go a lot longer. So, I might be a little bit screwed here. Right, I'm going to go overtake mode for Leclerc to try and get past Paffett, because Gasly now is overtaken us. Toro Rosso is now ahead of us now. That's just stupid. Come on, overtake, overtake. Yes, come on. Double overtake. Good stuff. Good. Okay, sorry for fast forwarding that, guys, but getting a little bit frustrated there. A little bit impatient just to see that overtake be made. So he's up into P7 finally. He's got fuel saving to do, tyre saving to do, a lot to do. Rosberg is on high fuel mixture at the moment. As his engine. 45. His engine's not looking great. But we're in second for now. 4 seconds ahead of Bottas. 6 laps to go. 56% wear, though. It's going to be close for second. But, I mean, I can't be too disheartened. If he does finish second, it'll match his grid slot. And Hamilton will get pole in the win. So I can't be too disheartened. But for half this race, we were in the lead. So, and it just all changed within half a lap. So that's why I'm a little bit downbeat. Whereas Leclerc... well, he qualified P5, so he's gone backwards a little bit. But, I don't know. Like I said right at the start before we went on to 5 red lights, there was that chance that Leclerc just didn't have the tyre wear for this strategy, and it shows. This is one of the things, that if we do go with Leclerc full-time, I'm going to have to accept that some strategies Rosberg can pull off. Leclerc won't be able to pull off, so we're going to have to do some split strategies. And that's going to mean we're going to have to get some split knowledge in practice every single time, if it comes to that. Obviously... the races like Phoenix are a little bit different, but when it comes to Brazil like this, when you have to be able to save the tyres, it just it won't work out if we don't have the tyre wear. A good pace for Leclerc. He's keeping up in P7. The tyre wear, though, is 37%, so that's not looking great. We're going to have a bit of fuel at the end of this race, potentially, but we are going to be attacked by Perez and Gasly. That's frustrating, to say the least, being attacked by midfield runners in our Alfa Romeo car that's sitting second in the championship. Whereas with Rosberg, 3 laps remaining, 5 seconds ahead of Bottas. I hope he's got this through to the end. We'll see, though. We'll see. Worn tyres for Rosberg, not looking great. Worn tyres for Leclerc, not looking great. Right, we're going to the last lap of the Grand Prix. 22% worn. Not looking grand. Everyone's backing up at the moment. So... we're on what fuel? We've got a lot of fuel to burn with Rosberg. Let's go overtake mode on the engine then. Push that. Got some fuel with Leclerc. Let's go into overtake mode. We're going to the last lap of the Grand Prix. May as well. We'll stay on conserve for both of them. Otherwise, their tyres will be literally shot by the end of the lap. Let's see how much Rosberg can gain, though, with the overtake. Oh, he loses 2 seconds. Jesus. He's losing hand over fist here. We need backup mode. Oh, my God. Don't lose second here, mate. Don't lose second. Don't lose... No! Screw you, Merck. Screw you, Merck. Screw you, Merck. You're too OP. Screw you, Merck. Screw you. Honestly. And Leclerc's down to P8. He's been overtaken by Perez. Screw this race, man. Screw this race. Vettel's overtaken. Nah. Don't want to even talk about it. Really? P4 and P8. P9. Bullshit. 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 Ah, frustrating race. Frustrating race. Well, never again going uber aggressive. That's the first time I've gone uber aggressive and used nothing but the softest tyres available. And it didn't work out. Didn't have the tyre wear for that one. God damn. I wasn't even pushing at the end of my stints. I was literally conserving the tyres on overtake mode, and it wasn't enough to counteract. Like, you saw the screen. Bottas was on backup, on blue icon, backup icon, and high fuel mixture, and he overtook me on conserve and overtake mode. That does not make any sense, and I don't care if you explain it to me in game mechanic terms. It doesn't actually make sense. That's just a stupid Mercedes car. God, I hope we catch them up next season. If we don't catch them up next season, and we can't match them toe to toe, I'll be pissed off, because it's ridiculous how many times they've been able to flex their muscles and just peel away like it's nothing. Rosberg remains P2, Leclerc remains P9. Constructors-wise, Mercedes gained quite a lot there with a 1-2. We're still comfortably second, though, so that's fine. All in all, can't complain too much. I mean, we're just seeing this through to the end of the championship, really, and seeing how Leclerc does. In that race, I mean, to be fair, Rosberg didn't do any better either, to be fair, so both of them struggled on tyre wear. So that's more, if anything, just my strategy work. So I still say Leclerc did a decent job there, so can't fault him too much. We do get 930 because we do meet the sponsor target, though, with Rosberg there in P4. So that's okay. But that's the end on a bit of a sour note of the Brazilian Grand Prix. But either way, guys, if you did enjoy the episode, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're new around here, do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. And I'll see you guys next time for the season finale of Season 3 at the Doha Grand Prix. And, well, hopefully that'll be a banger. And then we'll get into some interesting developments into Season 4, I guess. So, see you guys then. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.